Hello there everyone, and welcome back to yet another beautiful video. And it is me, once more. I want to go into right away some items that I got over the past year. And then I will go into a whole bunch of other stuff. To start off though, I would like to preface this with the past year I had a very distinct goal. And that would be to not buy basically anything when it comes to clothing, materialism, etc. And instead, when I want something, focus on creating that piece myself. However, the two things I will show off right here, I am not able to make myself. And let's just get into the very first item.
Return to the roots of real clothing, where every stitch tells a tale of care and craft. RAU Trading, where authenticity meets allure.
A brand that I mention constantly with an item that I constantly mention, and that's Carol Christian Poell with another black boot. This time, it is not the Tornado. After 3 pairs where each one the laces broke, I decided to go laceless this time around. And that would be the folded combat boot by Carol Christian Poell. Words, once more, as with almost every other item by this designer, cannot describe what I have here in my hand. From the beautiful thickness of this leather to the cords that remind me very much so of the Dirk Bickenberg laces that I had on their bungee boots. Amazing. I mean, you can always tell the detail, the craftsmanship, the care that goes into an item like this, down to the hidden knife in the sole to keep the structure, to the blend of the leather and the very rough, oh geez, I'm blanking on that word, the sole that this is. Either way, amazing item. Most notably, the way that it is able to end a silhouette of an outfit because of its structure of both very classical and more modern boot design. It perfectly blends those two elements. The warning I got from many others before buying this boot, and something to take into consideration, is the time it takes to lace it up, and I made the very grave mistake of wearing these in front of the TSA twice, and very embarrassingly taking about 5 minutes to lace them up each time.
Music showcase time. Only 42 monthly listeners.
This year, like all the other years previous, I created. And I don't think I actually realized how much creating I did before my reflection at the end of 2023. I think due to how lengthy the year felt, I didn't really put into perspective how much I achieved, but now looking back, I'm really happy with what was accomplished. So, how about we talk about a few things that I did make? Starting off right away with the beginning of the year, 2 things is I created a jacket and a vest out of fabric from the early 1800s. This turned out to be my scorch jacket, as I named it, as well as the tea and coffee vest. 2 pieces that I'm still proud of to this day, and I also think the photo shoot with my father was exceptional. I slowed down for a bit as the year went on due to events in life. However, I took that opportunity of not having as much space as I had before to really focus on drawing and sketching. And so for the latter half of the year, I worked with art that I wasn't able to do previously just because I was trying to do so much else. So I spent a phenomenal amount of time sketching, moving into more use of color in my sketches, as well as working with calligraphy. And each one of these things, I'm very happy with how they turned out. On top of that, I really got back into playing piano this year. As a way of passing the time. So I actually released a single and then an album a few weeks later as well, really mixing together different found sounds, different instruments that I can play, and really encapsulating the feeling of how I was in that moment. Each of these projects or sketches can be shown down below. I'll be linking the album and of course my brand Instagram. However, for the sketches, I can show some images here. I want to turn them into actual paintings, which will be the next step to that when I finally move and have more space. The next thing I want to talk about will be something that once again I had the opportunity to maybe make, but I never fully delved into that. And that would be a hat. This one specifically is from Comme des Garçons, and it is a beautiful straw hat with a fine red contrast stitching on the brim. Amazing. This is, of course, I understand the irony of it looking like a one-piece hat, and I've been told that by almost about everyone. Nevertheless, I think it was a good purchase, and hopefully I will be able to move into actually making hats this year.